Hello, guys. I'm Timothy Earle from Picks and Parlays and Earle Sports Bets, and welcome back to Ballin Out with Tim Earle. We have a decent-sized NBA slate to go over. By decent, I mean 11 games, so that's actually kind of nice. I've got two best bets loaded up for tomorrow already, and I'll probably be loading up a couple more plays that I'll be going over in this video in a little bit. So we'll be going over those soon. I will go over it yesterday. I ended up having two plays up on the site. I went 1-1. The under in Memphis did not hit, unfortunately. That one ended up, the first half was pretty good. The second half exploded, so that one did not work out well. And my best bet yesterday was the Boston Celtics because I wanted to back them after that absolute embarrassment that they had against Oklahoma City, and they proved me right. So if you guys are interested, that's another best bet winner. If you guys are interested in all my NBA plays, number one on the site for Picks and Parlays since the start of the year. We're actually doing pretty well. Number one in the last 7. Number one for the year at the moment. And in terms of NBA, number one in NBA, 13-5, up 7.76 units since the beginning of the year. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out the week pass. Only $70. Tim picksandparlays.net/Tim for that. We'll go ahead and start it off. The Blazers are in Indiana taking on the Pacers. Pacers 1.5-point faves. 231.5 is the total in this game. And one of these teams is heading in the right direction. The other one's not. The Pacers are the one that's heading in the right direction. They have covered in 5 straight, 7 out of their last 8, and they've won 4 out of their last 5. They did lose in overtime to Philly last game. I think it's a good bounce back spot for them. Portland is just kind of teetering off at the moment. They've covered in 4 out of their last 10 games, and this is just a team that's been struggling. They've lost out of their last 7 games. They lost 5 of them. The only wins against Detroit and Charlotte, and those teams are awful. I think Indiana gives them a fight, and I think Indiana wins this one. I think they could possibly win this one by double digits. I'll count this one as, I think this one could be a blowout. I'm taking the Pacers -1.5. Bulls and the Sixers are next up. Sixers 5-point faves. 228 is the total in this one. I'm grabbing the Bulls, and this one is a weird kind of deal with the Bulls. They're great against the good teams, against the Bucks, the Sixers, the Cavs, the Celtics, the Nets. They're like 8-1 against those teams. But you put them up against a Washington or Oklahoma City or Charlotte, they're going to lose. But when you put them up against the good teams, they're going to win. We're going to take the Bulls plus the 5. I think they have a chance to win this one outright in that one against Philadelphia. We'll go ahead and take the Bulls. We'll keep on rolling. The Knicks are over the border against the Raptors. Raptors are 3-point home faves. 219.5 is the total. I can't trust the Raptors right now. I really can't. As much as I loved backing them at home in the beginning of the year, I cannot trust this team. Although they just had some type of heroic comeback just to fall flat in overtime. They were down 16 points against the Bucks with 2.5 minutes to go. They tied that one up and went to overtime, so I guess they got a little bit more momentum, but they still are a team that's lost 4 out of their last 5 games. Their only win was against a Booker-less Phoenix Suns that's been struggling for a while. I'm grabbing the Knicks plus the points in this one. So I'm going with a little bit of New York action. Pelicans are hosting the Nets in the next game. The Nets are 4.5-point favorites. Nets just got their winning streak snapped by those Chicago Bulls in their last game. Previous to that, they had won 12 straight games. On the opposite side, you get the Pelicans, who are now without Zion Williams for at least a little while, although they are still 17-4 at home. I am not grabbing a side in this one, although I lean Pelicans pretty heavily. I'm going to go ahead and grab the over. I think you're going to see some high-paced game in this one. No Zion means a little bit less defense and a little bit more up-tempo just because you get one less big guy on the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one over the total between the Nets and the Pelicans. We'll go ahead on to the Hornets and the Bucks. The Bucks are 10.5-point favorites. 234.5 is the total. No, I'm not interested in this side. I'm not. Obviously, I don't lay that many points, and I don't trust the Hornets. I will say I'm going to take the under because the Milwaukee Bucks are still a top 5 defense in the league. I think they are able to slow down Charlotte. If you want to go Charlotte team total under as well, or instead of the under in general, I would be okay with that one as well. I think both of them have a chance at hitting, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the under 234 in this one. We'll keep on rolling because the Washington Wizards are in Oklahoma City taking on the Thunder. Thunder are 1.5-point faves in this game, and we get a total of 232 in this one. And when it comes to it, I'm grabbing the Thunder. Thunder had a really good game against the Celtics, had their letdown spot against the Magic. I think they jumped right back onto their winning ways in this one. I'll back the Thunder at home a lot. This is still a Wizards team that was playing quite well. Previous to their loss against Milwaukee, they had won 5 straight games. But I'm going to take them to start teetering off just a little bit. We'll go ahead and take the Thunder minus the 1 and a hook in this one. We'll go to this beauty, which has one of my 2 best bets in it on the side. So if you guys are interested in that, picksandparlays.net/Tim. It's one of 2 of my best bets for tomorrow. I do have one. I do like the total in this one as well. I'll take it over because neither of these teams believe in something called defense. The Pistons are 29th in the league, allowing 118.9 points a game. Oh, who's the worst? That would be the San Antonio Spurs, allowing 120.9. This is going to be a high-scoring, crazy back-and-forth game. And I will have the over on the side as well, but my best bet's going to be on the side in this one. So if you guys are interested, once again, go ahead and grab it over there. Keep on rolling. The Clippers are in Minnesota taking on the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves are 5.5-point favorites. 225.5 is the total in this one. As I'm recording this, the Clippers are still playing in Denver, or at least they're there at least. They are down 38 points with 3 to go. Denver absolutely crushed them tonight. Coming back to this one, I'm going to the Clippers. You get embarrassed like that on TNT, on national television, you're going to come back pissed. And I feel bad for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, I don't feel super confident in this one, and I wouldn't bet this until you know whether or not players are sitting, because this is the second leg of a back-to-back, although I'm pretty sure the Clippers starters sat the second half in general because they were down 40 points at halftime. But just be careful with not injuries, but sittings, because Leonard, George, both of them could be sitting tomorrow. And this one, if that's the case, take this game and throw it out the window. So I would wait for that type of news, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the Clippers plus the points in this one. Speaking of those Denver Nuggets, the Nuggets are 7-point faves against the Cavaliers tomorrow. Total of 225.5 in this one. Obviously, I don't lay that many points. On a second leg of a back-to-back, I'm grabbing the Cavs. No Donovan Mitchell tomorrow, though. I will say that he is out for, I think it's injury management. So he is not playing for tomorrow. The Nuggets on a second leg of a back-to-back. They are 15-3 at home, but I think that's just too many points to lay on them. I'll go ahead and grab the Cavs. A really good Cavs team at +7. I'm not going to let Donovan Mitchell being out bother me on that one. Grabbing the points in this one. 2 games left, and this is actually where my second best bet is. Once again, on a side in this one. Heat are 1.5-point faves against the Suns. 217 is the total in this one, and we're going under. The Miami Heat are a under team. They are, I believe, still dead last in scoring, 109 a game, and they are number 4 in defense, 109.5 points a game. This is and you get a Phoenix Suns team without Devin Booker. Their last couple of games, 88 points, 83 points, 104 points, 102 points. This is a Phoenix team that's not scoring. I'm taking the under in this one as well. But my second best bet, my nightly best bet, is on the side of that one. Once again, if you guys are interested in that, over on the site. Final game of the NBA card is the Hawks and the Lakers. This one's a pick'em with a total of 234.5. And although I'm not really a big fan of this one, we'll go ahead and take this one over. The Hawks have been a high-scoring team lately, and at least they don't get a total of 245 like they did last time, because that one went over. I called that one. But this is a game. This is a Hawks team that's scoring 115 points a game and allowing 116. Lakers are scoring 116 a game, allowing 117. This could be a higher scoring, higher tempo game, taking the over for the final game of the night. That is everything on today's NBA slate. I want to thank everybody for watching. And until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NBA. Good luck, guys.